After a nervy start to the second half of the game, Liverpool show their dominance and they progress through to the next round of the FA Cup, where they will meet Brighton, the team that slayed at Manchester United. Liverpool 4, Barnsley 1, FA Cup third round. Let's get into the live reaction and player ratings. Let's get into this.
Hi, this is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kop-ish.
Free back again, ripping LFC till the end, so go on tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10 champions, we the best, we come again. Kopish clean up in every region, elevation in every season. Catch up in all the fast match up in real rap, and drifty go on, tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kopish, this is Kopish. Reppin' Liverpool till the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that, this is Kop-ish, this is Kop-ish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kop-ish.
Yes, lovely people. I hope you're well. Welcome back to the channel. Liverpool 4, Barnsley 1. We progress through to the next round of the FA Cup. Before we get into that, please do make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and make sure you also check out okjersey.com, our sponsor for this show. If you want to buy this season's kits, last season's kits, or kits from past years gone by, goalkeeper kits, training gear, OK Jersey is the place where you need to visit. Use the promo code Kopish without the hyphen, that's KOPISH, for a further 8% off, and you can get jerseys for around £15. Honestly, great jerseys. We've collected some ourselves, and make sure you go over there and grab yourself a little gift. Hey, Valentine's is about a month away. Ladies, that special partner in your life, grab them a football kit. Telling you, you might wear it, but he'll get the pleasure. Head over to okjersey.com and make sure you go and grab yourself some football kits. Boys, you're on mute, bro.
Oh, yeah. So I was just saying, like, I don't know, man. Valentine's Day, man, them don't really get gifts. But, like, yeah, if there's any lady looking to change the rhetoric, then, yeah, get that.
Yeah.
Oh no! I know that if anyone does, then yeah. Man.
No, I was gonna say something wild, but I thought, let me not.
Yeah, you need to be careful. This ain't a safe place. Sorry.
No, but we deserve gifts, though. So really and truthfully, like
I'm saying, I'm already on free.
Like Valentine's Day ain't for the man them, though. Really,
never been.
It's not.
Nah, it's not for the man them.
Little appreciation now and again, you know what I mean? Can't always be the big piece of chicken, you know what I'm saying?
Oh boy. Right.
Oh man.
Liverpool 4, Barnsley 1. What's your thoughts on the game? And are you I'm not gonna say you're happy with the result, but are you satisfied with what the outcome is?
Do you know what? I think we were all just frustrated at the fact that we're not necessarily struggling, because it wasn't like Barnsley were badding us up or anything, but it's like, right, we can't break down Barnsley, no. And it took like 2 special goals. In the end, it was actually 4 really good goals, really. It took, like, it wasn't even a little jammy goal or a little minor goal, or it was actually like it took a couple worldies. Soberslai's hit is a worldie. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't say Florian's was a worldie, but it's a brilliantly worked goal and a great finish. So, yeah, it kind of took a little bit of magic to get the goals in the end. So credit Barnsley, because they actually did some really good defending. I was on a scouting mission as well. I think they've got a young winger who maybe we should have a little look at. All we got to do is find Soberslai a week's wages and we can buy him. That's what his value is.
Really pushing his Cleary stuff, isn't it?
But don't tell me he didn't look wicked today.
No, he did.
You sure it's not real drift?
Let's not do that.
Or Semenyo.
Let's not do that. But no, do you know what? Overall, I'm just a little bit frustrated at the fact that it took until like into the 80th minute before we finally got what looked like the winner. Like, well, we didn't have to worry about a jammy goal or anything going wrong, and it going to extra time and some madness. But in general, you just got to get these games out of the way, I guess.
Matt, I know the story is going to be Slot has another game where we struggle against a team like Barnsley, this, that, and the other. But really and truly, apart from the header in the first 30 seconds and apart from the goal that Sobo gifted to them, they didn't really posed loads of. I mean, I'm actually watching the highlights now. They actually did.
They had 4 shots on target. Just to let you know.
They hit the post after 25 seconds, Kel.
Let me rephrase the question because I'm just seeing it back now and it's kind of dark. Your thoughts on the starting lineup and the players that came off the bench, man?
Starting lineup, I was quite surprised. I thought Calvin Ramsey might have started. I wasn't shocked because with everything else, because he did say he's going to go strong in this game. He's like, I don't want to make the same mistake. I'm going to go strong. So I kind of expected it. The players coming off the bench though. I was a bit like, can't some of these players get rest though? Like a Grav, Verts, Ekatike maybe not because he's just come up from injury. So this is an easy game for him to kind of like get back up to speed. But I did think like, are these players needed? However, what do I know? Because even though I want this manager gone, it kind of was a very good move to bring on Florian Wirtz, who didn't look like he got injured and obviously got a goal and an assist. So, but yeah, I just felt like even with Virgil, could Virgil have gotten a bit more rest? But I understand Gomez got the early yellow card. I think Drift, you said it during the watch along. I think you said maybe Endo could have came on, maybe potentially.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Endo I would have liked Virgil to have come off and not played.
Yeah, because I think, and this kind of goes back to what Carl said at the beginning of the season, where he was like, listen, man, we know Virgil is a unicorn of a defender and unicorn of a player, but we've got to find games where he can rest. Like, okay, Virgil started, cool, but could Virgil not come off at halftime? But then you look at how the game was, and this is why I've got to have a bit of a go at Arnie Slot. Barnsley weren't, I can't explain it to you. They weren't like amazing anything, but they caused us maybe more problems than I would have suspected. Like even in the second half, they had a little bit of possession, nothing crazy. But if you go look at the overall stats, I think we had 75% to their 25. We had more shots on target, but I think Barnsley looked more dangerous than they should have, and I think we should have controlled the game a little bit better. And I think once we got them goals, it kind of took away any momentum that they were trying to gather. And yeah, I think Calvin Ramsey was the one for me because I think Frimpong is the only recognized right back that we have. So I would have rested Frimpong potentially. But other than that, I kind of feel like everything else was what I expected. I think the writing is definitely on the wall for Chiesa. Because I said to Drift, I was like, Drift, he's speaking to Chiesa like he's a dickhead. He's speaking to like a couple of players that is about to be sent on. And Chiesa's like listening in and trying to get a response. And I thought it was just more of a case of, yeah, he's being rude. Like he's talking to the man them, but he's also telling Chiesa what needs to happen. He takes off Chiesa. And I'm like, what did Chiesa do to be taken off? I genuinely don't understand. Like, Chiesa didn't have the greatest of games, but he worked hard. Like, I don't know. There's obviously an issue there. Player relationship with manager or with coach is definitely like not in a good way. And I understand again, Chiesa wasn't great, but I don't think he deserved to be taken off. I feel like he could have played 90 minutes, considering he's probably not going to play against Burnley. I just felt like I just feel really bad for Chiesa, because you got the World Cup this year. He wants to clearly go back to Italy. Liverpool were basically saying we're only going to sell him if it's a permanent deal, knowing that Juventus don't have the money. Like, I don't know. I hear it. Chiesa wasn't crap. I just think he was average, very, very average. But remember, this isn't a player that plays week in, week out, and he needs that game time. Like, would it have been bad to have played Chiesa for 90 minutes to see if he can build up fitness and then maybe slot in the next game, plays in 60, then maybe can 75, like raise up that minutes to get him ready? Like, is it that much of a bad thing? Because when you've got Cody Gakpo playing in such bad form, he's in really bad form. Why is it hard to allow someone else who has that endeavor, has that appetite to want to win? Like, is it really that difficult? I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I see people saying Chiesa was crap. I don't think it was crap. I just think he was very, very average.
Yeah. I mean, you lot didn't see the stream I did most likely. And Gaz, big up Gaz as always. Gaz was on the panel with me, and he said something that he said to me offline as well, which is, do you think there's a lot of players that what they've struggled with Slot is not even necessarily just that he doesn't seem to be a good man manager, but we're coming from an environment where, apart from the few signings we made in this summer, they're all players that are really used to having that arm around you, family vibe. I'll take the pressure. If there's a problem, I'll take the blame. And now, because Slot's a total opposite, it's like hard to like keep everybody in that harmonious way that Liverpool have been for so many years.
No,
where it has been all of that togetherness and that kind of like family bond kind of thing.
I think it's the fact that you're almost asking Chiesa to come in out of the cold and perform. I think it's very difficult to ask any player to do that. I think
just in general. You know, like the way Slot handles the players in general, like not just Chiesa, like because Chiesa didn't play for Klopp. You know, like in general, like they're used to having a manager who will like ride out for them no matter what. Like it's my fault if it goes wrong. Whereas Slot's a bit like, I'm gonna make sure people know it's you, not me.
I mean, he played under Conte. Would you say Conte's like that?
I don't necessarily know if I see Conte throwing. I know he will go against the board, but I don't know if I've seen Conte throwing his players under the bus. Have you ever seen Conte throwing his players? He just seems to more like not let the hierarchy bad him up. I don't.
Yeah.
He seems because think about how many players play for him at different clubs. Like where they'll follow him to other clubs. I do think he has got good like player management, man management.
I think Slot is very different from Klopp, which is not necessarily a bad thing because we can't expect every manager to be like Klopp. However, I still feel like as a coach, because remember, he's not the manager, he's a coach, innit? You still have to connect with your players in some type of way. And it feels like he hasn't, because some of the responses from Salah, McAllister, Szoboszlai kind of alludes to, something's not really right behind the scenes. But maybe that just could be just this year, especially because we're doing so badly and there's maybe other things in play. But listen, everyone wants this manager gone, and rightly so. And I feel like he's on borrowed time anyway. I feel like that connection that you're supposed to have with the fans has never been there from the beginning. I think even when we won the league, we appreciated Slot, but we never how can I explain it to you? And again, I don't want to keep referring back to Klopp because I'm kind of contradicting myself, but don't get that kind of like same kind of vibe with Slot. He's very distant, which is not a bad thing, but you gotta have the best players on side, right? Like surely you have to. I don't know.
I've got some quotes here from Arne Slot after the game.
Okay.
So I was happy with the goals. They were nice goals, but it was far too long a game that was tight. 2-0 and then giving away a goal like that. Another bad moment. It could have been 2-2. Also went on to say, I don't think regarding Szoboszlai, I don't think you should do that in an FA Cup game, a league game, a friendly game, or a training game. It was a weird choice. I have my opinion on it, but I'll keep it to myself and speak to Dom. Also says he expects Rio to have cramp. Good win, not the performance, but the result. And says regarding Verts' performance from the bench, if you come in for half an hour and you have a goal and an assist and a few other good moments, you can definitely say you brought something creative to the team, and that was what was needed today. Good with all those comments.
Can't really argue with him.
Look, you guys know how big of a Szoboszlai fan I am. He has to speak to Szoboszlai. Has to. Szoboszlai can't get away with what he did. Can't get away with that.
Because you don't do that in the Prem. You don't do that in the Champions League.
He's right. You don't even do that in training.
Yeah.
Don't do that anywhere. Five-a-side, never do something like that. It was very arrogant from him. I don't want to say disrespectful, but it was very arrogant because it's almost like Barnsley. I can just do this back heel.
If anybody's allowed to get away with it, though, it's Szoboszlai, right?
No one's allowed to get away with it.
No one can get away with it, Drifter. That's the thing.
I'm not saying you throw the rule book in, by the way, but he can't get away with it either.
Yeah, but I mean, first time you've ever had a bad grade, I'm going to tell you it's not all right, but I'm not going to berate you for it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. You don't need to berate him, but you can just say, listen, broski, I don't know what you was thinking, but don't let me see that again kind of thing, innit? That's what you got to say. And he'd be like, okay, it's my bad.
He was thinking.
Bad error of judgment.
For real,
But we tried to do like a cheeky back heel, but changed his mind like last minute because he didn't even really connect with the ball properly. So Bro, I don't know.
I don't know why he would backkill it to Mamashvili in that situation. I have no idea why.
It was a bit mad,
especially when he had the whole pitch in front of him. He could have just ran into and ran away and cleared the ball.
What's more crazy, that back kill or Virgil van Dijk's handball?
No, that was more crazy because Virgil still said he was pushed, whereas Szoboszlai literally did that unprovoked.
Maybe real, there was no push. Big up Virgil though, there was no push.
No, or whatever, pulling, pushing, whatever the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying?
And what's more crazy, getting substituted and laughing, or would you still say that?
Who laughed when they got subbed?
You know what I'm talking about. Ibby, bro. Done it twice.
No, the sub.
You done one of these. You done one of these. He just went. You done one of these. He just went.
As an isolated individual error this season, that's probably the worst individual error. Because he didn't have to do that. Yeah.
Oh, it's the worst individual error. It's just that, do you know what it is though? When I'm saying these things, I'm not trying to just like take away blame from Szoboszlai. I'm saying there's been a few instances where players have done unthinkable things that you wouldn't have thought they would have done. And these are the things that they wouldn't have made under the previous regime. It's happened this season. And that kind of tells you, in my opinion, the disarray that's at the club. The fact that a player would even think to do that is mental. Like, it's actually crazy. The fact that Van Dijk would think about handballing it, mental. The fact that Ibu would smile when being substituted is like, all these things are starting to add up. The comments, Salah, people calling Salah crazy. But then, lo and behold, Salah goes AFCON, McAllister starts saying stuff. Szoboszlai starts saying, did you get what I'm saying?
I think the one when Ibu was laughing was more like, yeah, let me just be happy before I clap him.
Yeah, it's like, I'll punch you in your face.
Yeah. Ibu's definitely the type of guy that I reckon cries with anger.
This
you know
season,
them people when they get angry and they cry because they're like scared what they're
I
going
don't
to do.
think Ibu. I think he's someone who might smile and laugh when he gets
I think Ibu's the type of psychopath that would laugh.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna
All
cry.
I know is
he's
you
gonna
don't
laugh.
want to get him angry, innit?
Yeah. He's one of those. He gets angry. He's like, is this what we're doing? Yeah. Okay.
One of them ones. Exactly.
Yeah. He's like, okay, we're doing this. Yeah.
That's what you're on. Yeah.
Voulez-vous.
I tried to stay Bruce Banner. I tried.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all mad. This has all been this year. I've never seen a catalogue of errors by Liverpool players or just mad decisions. That's just my take on it.
That's
kind
wild
of mad.
from Jay. Jay said it's Slot's fault Sobo did that, you know.
No,
right, the man just want him out now.
Jay's trolling. What I do want to ask you guys quickly before we do player ratings. Do you think Slot went very strong with this because this competition represents probably his best chance of winning a trophy this season?
Yeah. Got PTSD from Plymouth as well, though. Don't get twisted.
Yeah, no, that too. Yeah. But do you think he also just went super strong because he just thought we've got 5 days until the next game, and I want to win this trophy?
Yeah, it's both, Cal. It's both. It's PTSD, like Matt said, 100%, and once bitten, twice shy, 100%.
I want to ask you both one question, one word, and I'm asking now, and then I'll ask again in the future as well. If we're still in the competition, if we finish 4th and win the FA Cup, is that enough for him to save his job?
No.
Told you he's not off the train.
Drift, you're the same as me, though.
He's not off the train, bro. He left his brolly on there. Now he's going to the next stop.
Wait. Take your hate out of it for a moment.
Why are you trying to rationalize?
If you win a trophy,
oh my god,
and get Champions League football,
told you,
and you're a Premier League winner, can you really beat? Come on,
Drift. If this is the
you do know Drift also controls the channel, yeah. We can't back
Drift. Let's say that we're ops, and I saw you 4 times in a year, and we had a fight every single time. Don't matter who won, but we fight. Then on the 5th time we saw each other, are you just gonna turn around and be like, "Nah, do you know what, bro? Let's allow it," or are you gonna continue the beef? Because I've punched you.
But the trophy win is a win, though. So it would have to be the 5th time we bucked up. I beat you.
Brother, I'm going to remind you, we got punched up by PSV at home 4-1.
No, I know.
We lost 9 games out of 12.
No, I know. I'm just asking the question.
So
If
every
you
time
win
we
a
see each other,
trophy-
Drift, we're scrapping.
I'm just asking,
Then
if you get top 4 and you win a trophy, can you really be dismissed?
Drift, we're Liverpool Football Club. Why are we acting like
Matt, it's his
qualifying for
opinion.
Champions
I
League?
just asked the question,
Matt, it's
bro.
his opinion. It's his opinion.
No, it isn't an opinion. I asked the question.
Sorry.
Drift
Sounds
don't
like
like me. He wants us to be ops. He wants us to be ops, clearly.
I asked the question.
You don't like me, Drift. You want us to be ops. It's fine. You
yeah.
want us to
Where's
be ops.
Dean? Where's Dean? Why do you hate us?
I asked the question. Oh no! Shout out Dean. Dean messaged me immediately with the Alonso news.
I
you know,
say
boom.
Don't say it.
bro.
Don't say it. Don't do that. Don't snitch. Don't
No, I'm
say
not
what he
gonna
said
say
because
what
he
he
said the
said,
same
but
thing.
Dean-
No, I'm not gonna say
Yeah,
what he
yeah,
said.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
As soon
Big
as I
up
saw
Dean,
the
my
message, I was
brother.
like,
He's
he
yeah.
is
Aye,
genuine.
Dean's on madness, and I
Yeah,
hear
he's
it.
mad, man.
He's a madman. Big
Well,
up Dean and big
I
up
just asked the question.
D as well.
That's
Could
Family.
you
it. I
answer
just
my
asked the
original question, please, Drift?
Huh?
I'm saying no.
So
Say that again,
No.
please, kind
I
sir.
missed the question. What's the question?
Drift, another question. Come
You
on,
know the
bro,
question.
man.
If he finishes top 4 and wins the
Come
FA
on,
Cup,
Drift,
no,
man.
if he finishes 4th and wins the FA Cup,
Hmm.
should he keep his job?
Remember, not
Who-
Champions League, Drift. FA Cup,
Who are we
bro.
replacing him for?
Just don't worry about that.
It's important.
No, it's
Bro.
not. Is he good enough to keep the job? I'm not asking who's replacing or anything. Is he good enough to keep the job?
It's
Or
not.
should he-
Come on, Drift.
In all honesty, I will be 60-40. He should go.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. At least you're being honest and saying.
I'm
you're
just being
more-
winning the FA Cup and getting Champions League football. I would be 60-40. I wouldn't be like all the way he's got. I'd be like, right, redeemed himself. He actually got us a day at Wembley. He won us a trophy. Remember, this is a Premier League winner.
Mm.
Like, yeah. But obviously, I don't want another
Now,
season.
How about this now?
football talk.
If Cal changed it and said we get top 4 and win the Champions League, that's a different conversation.
top 4 in Champions League, you cannot get rid of him.
That's
You
a different
cannot get rid of him
conversation.
if he wins the Champions
Although
League. No, Cal,
I'm still gonna be
no, you
dark
cannot
and
get rid of him if he
evil
wins
and
the Champions
sick.
League, bro.
I want him
No
gone.
way.
I want him gone.
Hold on, Cal. You would sack him if he won the Champions League.
I am.
Yeah.
You lot are savage.
I've had enough.
21. You lot are savage.
We've been punched up so many times. A man think that you can just say, "Do you know what,
Champions
bro?
League.
Yeah.
Drift."
You lot are savage.
Unless what I will say is a caveat, unless the players look like they're back on side and we have a system of play that
All right.
actually improves.
Caveat that, yeah. If we started playing like sick football, that's where I might go. Oh, do you know? Yeah, we might have to run it.
But
back.
we'd have
But
to
if we're-
play some form of good football to win
No,
the
we
Champions
wouldn't.
League. boy.
No, you don't have
You
to,
can't
'cause
win
you-
the Champions League playing terrible football.
Di Matteo,
no.
bro, what are we doing there?
No, but Chelsea never played terrible football, Cal. No,
Di
they didn't.
Matteo.
It wasn't terrible football. Come on, it wasn't. He put up a masterclass at the new camp, bro. Remember?
Bruv, do you know how bad that? Bruv, come on, Drift, man. They didn't play.
No,
well in
Matt,
that
back
game
me on
at
this.
all.
Di Matteo weren't a great manager, but Chelsea weren't playing dead football.
Bruv, they
under him.
played
Come
dead
on.
They
football.
all right. No, just right. They weren't playing dead football, but they had to defend for large parts, number to the counter thing, and it worked. I will say that it worked. No, I wouldn't say dead football. It was effective.
They
It was just
football.
effective. No, I wouldn't say dead.
That
Dead is
Barcelona
like
team they beat was
Trying
special,
to think
and then
who
they
dead
beat
is like
Bayern Munich
dead
in their
football.
own backyard in the final.
Yeah, I know. Still weren't great.
And
But
that
look,
wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
let's get into player ratings. In fact, let's do the supers, and then we'll get into player ratings.
Yeah,
Shout out to our brother Gaz. Says Flo,
Hero,
Ekatike,
Gaz.
and Jones together problems. Their winger, a budget Wolves Mane. Sobo back heel was actually hilarious. Love as always, guys. You'll never Verts alone. That's 6. Still.
Big up, Gaz.
Gaz is a legend.
Legend in this team. bro.
Says
Come
Paris
on.
FC beat PSG in the cup. Stadiums are closed. Wow.
Hold
I
on.
know about that.
How comes the stadium is closed?
I don't know, but mate, I don't know. It's PSG.
Hold on, did he say?
If
Yes,
PSG,
man.
if PSG are cool with that, they're letting their standards slip.
That's crazy.
I'd want the manager out if I was a PSG fan and they just lost to Paris FC. I'd want the manager out.
Younger brother.
And
punch him
I'm
up.
sure that wouldn't benefit Liverpool in any way, shape, or form, would it?
If I'm a PSG fan, I want the best for my club, and standards seem to be dropping. You think I could go and punch up Calvin when I was 15, bro? You mad? No way. No way. Oh no.
This is
Even
what
you
I'm
say
saying.
now, bro, I'm still not taking my chance. What are we doing there?
If your
What
brother
about
could
if his
not
hands
punch
were
up,
tied behind his back
yeah,
so he could
15.
only kick?
Do you reckon Paris? Let's see the team that PSG put out.
They must have
No
put a
way.
poor team out. They must
No
have.
way. Drift, is your brother beating you up when you was
They
15?
were at
when you were
home,
15?
Drift. I went into my
Mental.
brother's room and I said, "Shut up, bro," and just
No,
started
but what
punching
team
him
did they put out though, Cal? What team did they put out?
up. A good enough team to not lose at home, surely.
I bet it was a bunch of nobodies.
But it's Paris
Yeah.
FC though, bro.
PSG have a bunch of nobodies, bro.
Man said, Enrique, halt! Me want him out!
Man said it's Liverpool versus
Hey,
Everton. Yeah, that's dark.
Yardman's jokes, man. I can't actually see the two starting lineup.
Halt! Paris FC
Run
are
it.
rich, Richard is saying.
Oh, here we go. All right, so Zaire Emery right back, Zabani, Baraldo, Pacho in defense.
That's bro. That defense alone is more than enough.
Oh
I'm letting
my-
you know.
Mayulu, Vitinha, and Ruiz in midfield.
I'm not gonna lie.
Crabber, Goncalo Ramos, and Barcola.
That's
Nuno
more than
Mendes-
enough.
Hold on. Nuno Mendes came on, Doué came on, and so did Dembele.
Yeah.
If
Then
I'm
Enrique's a
PSG,
hype, isn't it?
I'm
Enrique's a
PSG,
hype.
I want Enrique out tonight. If there's any PSG fans listening, make sure you hold the standards of your club. Do not let it slip.
Ultras, go to work. You know what you need
No,
to
but
do.
hold on.
Ultras.
Why would we want a manager who can't beat Paris FC at home?
Who said I wanted him at Liverpool? I'm just saying what I'd want as a PSG fan.
Yeah, he should be a free agent. What he does with the rest of his career is up to him.
Crazy work.
And what job offer he decides to take is up to him
Yeah,
as well.
well, look, if Enrique lands on his feet afterwards, we don't want to see anyone jobless, but if he lands on his feet, fair
Yeah.
enough. I'm just saying, Paris Saint-Germain just won the treble, and now they're getting punched up by their younger brother in their own bedroom.
Crazy.
Nah, not in my lifetime. Not in
Mental.
my lifetime. But
Came
hey,
home
To
from
answer your
school.
question, Matt, the only time, bro, I love you if you're watching. Only time my brother could beat me up is if I'm asleep.
that's crazy. You lot make me sick, man.
And do you know how I know you're lying? Because I don't even think you'd even let that happen. How about that? That's how I
You
know
lot
you're
make me
lying.
sick.
You're
You lot make
lying.
me sick. I hate
Man would
older
wake
Bro, I
up after
love
that
you.
first punch. Man said, I love you.
Brother, I love you.
Nah, don't give me
arrogance.
joy.
You lot got a Sabozla level of arrogance.
I told you, Cal, there's something about being a big brother that just doesn't allow
Yeah,
it. It
there's
doesn't
something
matter
about
what
it.
is.
Like,
Yes,
it's
I
Man
know.
knows.
I've been on the
It's true.
receiving.
Just right though.
We could
There's
be in an
something
old
about it.
folks' home in our 90s and he still ain't
Yeah.
beating me in a fight. I don't care, bro.
100, bro. You never beat me in a fight ever.
I will,
Just ever.
I will always be oh and whatever. Brother, I love
100.
you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It just is what
Yeah.
it is, bro.
Love you, my brother, as well, but you just know the settings. He knows the settings.
It's the sacrifice we make to pave the way for the little brothers to have
whatever,
an easier
Look,
bro.
do you know
life.
what it is? We go into like this, like another. We're going to like another place, bro. Like a different bag. Where you man just don't understand.
And look at the sacrifices, Matt. We're the ones on the front line. We're the ones who have to go in the cold. We're the ones who have
100.
to go in the trenches. We're the ones who
100.
we make it easier for the younger brother all
100.
the time, bro.
Easy,
the
yeah,
time.
100.
All the time.
100.
So I think we're allowed this one privilege of being the older brother. That's the only
One
privilege we get.
That's the only privilege you have of being an older brother, yeah?
that we're the stronger brother. That's it. That's the only privilege.
That's
bro.
the only privilege you've got is being able to punch up your younger brother. The only privilege. Miss me
The
out,
only
bro.
privilege.
Miss me
That's
out.
it is the only privilege.
Yeah.
Everything else is responsibility, bro.
Hey,
Favor,
don't give
bro.
me jerk.
Matt knows I'm telling the truth.
Hey,
Shout out to Gaz
You're
again.
not
He
lying,
said,
fam. I'll be real. You're not lying.
Trouble.
Go on.
See?
Trouble is Chiesa plays without a proper striker. That is true as well. Whenever Chiesa
Yeah,
plays,
that's a
never
good
main
point.
team. Jay says it's Slot's fault someone did that. Jay's such a troll. Big up Jay.
Big up Jay every
Beer
time.
says
man.
notice fans don't chant Arne Slot la 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 anymore.
That's true,
I didn't know
actually.
that.
I didn't even clock, but now you've said it. You're right. Yeah.
Long distance Liverpool says he's a leader. I think he will never do that again. I don't think there is a need to scold him. No, I agree. I'm not saying
Yeah.
to scold him, but just have a word and say, look, that stamp that out. That can't happen again. Just Lab says, what about third but Champions League and FA Cup? Then yes, you should keep.
Then that's different. Yeah, winning 2 trophies, like
Ooh,
that's
I've got an interesting one.
go on.
7th and Champions League.
No, it's got to go.
No, 7th.
But we win the Champions League.
Yeah,
Nah.
Thank you for winning us the Champions League, but
Yeah.
Jay says Alonso's tactics look like slot to me. Cal said he's too good for the Champions League. No, I didn't. I just said I think our team should still move on from slot. Long distance Liverpool says if he wins the Champions League, it means he's a winner. Fairs.
Well done. You won the league last year, right?
Jay says they play next door to each other, like across the road. Yeah, I know, very close. Ren says drifty. Slot is useless. If I forgot, a bamba.
Look, I hear it.
Shout out to Ram Stan. Go and subscribe to Ram's channel. Big up
Ram,
no Yogathan. The first Tamil ball in the FA Cup. Oh, big up to him, man.
Oh,
Didn't even
shit.
know that.
Hey,
Didn't even
big
know.
up, man.
Didn't even know.
Big up, man.
Love to
Big
see
up,
that.
man.
Love to see more
Big up,
Asian
bro.
in football. Full stop, man. I think that's
Trust
something
me.
that should be happening.
Yeah, man.
No, a bunch
Big
of
up.
Asian ballers. Astonishing says Cava can't even score against Paris. Sell that fraud today. Facts, standards. Sell him, bro. Cheap as well. Doesn't deserve to wear the PSG colors. Let him go on a free, actually. Doesn't deserve any signing on fees.
Mutual termination.
Yeah,
like
man.
a football manager and them.
Yeah, if he lands on his feet somewhere, he lands on his feet.
Crazy.
Dia says, you can't bug me up.
Oh no. This chat is undefeated, man.
I'm gonna say this is what Makama really meant to say. Slot is nothing without Nunes, I'm guessing. Shout out to Soren with a massive super chat. Big
up, Soren, man. Big up,
We got
yourself.
Soren each and every time, man. Come
big
on,
up,
man.
Jets. Love
Broski.
you guys. But you are going to ruin every game for yourself, wishing he was gone. Slot isn't going anywhere soon. You might as well start giving him love. Pause. You're not walk alone. Slot in. Yeah,
But Soren's
hear
right,
it.
though. He's
I
right.
hear
I
it.
told you that we're not gonna get rid of Slot.
Do you agree with the slot in bit at the end, Drift?
Big up, coach. Do I agree with the what?
You heard what I said? Don't
Yeah,
I-
you know what? Should I tell you what I rate about Drifty? He's precious. You know, always gives himself an extra second on the ball. I rate
No,
it.
wait there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going mad right now. I need to ask questions. Drift is just me and you right now.
Nah, go
Are you
for it.
slot in?
But at the moment, no, I'm not. No,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
You don't look convincing, fam.
I'm sure, 100%.
Drift. I know where you live. Don't let me pull up to the yard, you know,
I'm
bro.
being real. I'm being real, bro.
Are you sure, Drift? Are you sure you're not? You sure?
100%. I'm slot out.
Ah,
Am I forgiven now? Yeah? Yeah? Am I forgiven?
I don't know, you know. I don't know. Just I can't tell, bro. I feel like
Big up Kojo in the building. Big up
Yeah.
yourself, brother. Hope you're well.
big up
right,
Kojo each and every time.
let's do player ratings and people. Let's start with goalkeeper.
That's really
Yeah, really.
Oh, yes.
he
did.
made a hold on. Did he make that?
He did
great
make a
save on
good
Monday?
save in the first.
Yeah, he did. 8 for Desville?
Oh, I don't know if
I'll go 7. I'll go
Yeah, I'll go
7.
7.
Oh, it's 8. Oh, first. I would have said 8. But I thought he was good.
Right back was
Frimpong got a goal.
Frimpong. Yeah, all right. Frimpong was cold. However, to just point about the left winger,
I'm just saying. Talk about it, Matt.
no, just to talk about it. Just wants to sign him.
Hold on, what's going on?
No, he's saying
left-
if Frimpong was
All jokes
cold,
aside, I said
then
Frimpong had a good
winger.
game. He scored a great, but to just point that
Man of
left
the
winger, Drift, who got man of the match, the guy that you were saying is cold, he was causing him some problems.
Yeah, he did. He cooked him up a few times still.
Yeah.
Clearly was clearly on one today.
Strikes
Come on,
again.
man. We got to side him just for that alone. No,
I like
Frimpong was good today, though. And the goal was brilliant. Took the goal really well. Yeah, 8. You can go 8 for Frimpong.
I was going to go 7.
I would say 8 as well because his goal was cold still.
Okay.
His goal was cold.
Gomez.
Ooh, Joey.
I'm just going to rip the band-aid off. It's a 4.
I'm just going to go flat down the middle 5.
But that is so biased.
I'm gonna be honest. Be honest. Joe Gomez was poor today. He was poor.
Give him a blind, man. He ain't played for ages, bro.
Give
Just
him
come
a
back.
I understand that, but
Give him a blind on play ratings. It's crazy.
He's poor, bro.
He just come back from injury.
Give someone a blind on play ratings. It's crazy work.
Let's go through the facts. He just come back from injury. He's barely played. He's from Lewisham. You've just got to give him a bit of a.
Listen, he's from Lewisham. He's from South London.
He's from South London, bro. You've got to give him a little bit extra. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying 4.
I'm going 5.
I'll say 4. If I'm being honest, I have to be honest. He was a 4. He's poor.
Yeah, it's poor.
Yeah, nothing like awful, but it was poor today. I'll say.
You're not a bad man.
Virgil.
He didn't really have to do much today, Virgil. Really, did he?
He done some decent recovery.
Very unlucky not to score a goal, but from a great goal save.
I
from the
say,
yeah, brilliant save as well.
7.
I'm
7.
Virgil.
Yeah,
7.
That.
7. Yeah, for Virgil.
Left back, Robbo.
I'll probably say 5.
Yeah, I'll go 5 for Robbo.
5 for Robbo.
I would have gone 6. I think he was all right.
Robbo just doesn't. He just looks like a shell of himself now, isn't it?
But that's because Kirkus has been playing more minutes, you know.
He's been in the cold for a while, isn't it? He's been in
have you seen the change though? See how like at the beginning of the season we said, "Oh, Robertson is where Robertson play," because obviously when Robertson was playing, he was playing well. But when you don't play Robertson for so long, he probably needs maybe 1 or 2 games just to kind of get up to speed. And I feel like that's him right now. Kirkus is in form, innit? But yeah, I'd say 5 for Robbo. 5.
Yeah. Jones.
Kurt Jones is good still. Why did I give Jones?
He could twist up man in a phone box, I swear.
7.5?
I'm good with 7.5.
I thought Jones was good.
I would have gone 7. It was good.
First.
McAllister got an assist for the first goal.
I thought McAllister was pretty good today, McAllister, to be honest. At least he continued the good form from the Arsenal game and he didn't drop off another bad game.
Yeah, Maka was decent. I think Jones, I know he got an assist, but I feel like I saw more of Jones.
Yeah.
Maka goes 6.
Going 6.5 for Maka.
Yeah, or 6. Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6 or 6.
I would have gone 7. I would have gone 7. I thought McAllister was good today. So we're gonna end on a 6.5.
I said 6.5. Yeah, 6.5. Yeah, that's cool.
Szoboszlai.
All right, I know he made that mistake, but that strike was impressive, and the rest of he made it a very important challenge against the left winger again. It's a weird one with Szoboszlai.
Sorry, Maka got 2 assists. Sorry to cut you. Maka got 2 assists. So who's
did he get 2?
So hold on.
Who was the other one?
Did Maka get 2 assists?
So Sobo got the first one. Frimpong, technically for the Frimpong one.
Oh no, come on, man. We can't.
I'm still gonna keep it. I'm still gonna keep it how it is. Yeah, Sobo, I'll be real. Apart from the mistake he made, which obviously cost us a goal, he was actually brilliant.
That's the thing.
Like he scored 1 goal. He set up what should have been a goal for Wirtz. Did he get another assist in the game?
Who's Szoboszlai?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get no assist. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, should have had another assist, but yeah, he was good, man. But yeah, that mistake was not good.
I think because of the mistake, it would have been an 8.5 for me, but I'm gonna go 7.5. I'll take off a mark because it was detrimental at the time. I have to be honest.
Yeah, 7.5 for me as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I would have gone 8 even with the mistake. I think he was really good today.
That's fair. I'm mad at it.
Fairs. I'm not gonna be. Yeah.
So what we landed on 7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chiesa.
He was poor. He was poor.
I don't. Was he actually poor? He just didn't just get the ball very much.
This is what I'm looking at.
Because I'd have got 5 with Chiesa.
I would have said 5. I would have said he was a 4. I said he was very, very average. But I think the chat. I don't have to. The chat really weren't happy with him. I'll be honest. Actually, to be fair, they said a lot of them.
He's getting more of a 5 than anything else in the chat.
I'll say 5 for Chiesa. I'll say 5 for Chiesa.
But again, same like Joey, in out the cold, man. It is difficult to just come into a game and just be great.
Rio.
I'll let you lot go first on this one.
5.5.
I would have said, you know what? I'm going 6 for real. I'm going 6. Yeah, I'm going 6. He's better than average.
Care to explain?
Yeah, I think whenever Rio got the ball, he looked dangerous. And I think if Florian Wirtz was playing alongside Rio, I think Rio would have got a goal today. Listen, Rio is our most dangerous one-on-one player when it comes to take-ons. I just feel like what happened in the first half was that there was times when he had the ball, he tried to take on a player, but because there was no one in his proximity, he had to take on another player, and then he had to slow the move down and then pass it up. But I thought Rio was all right. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. I don't get it. Me personally, but
I don't think there's a problem.
Okay.
What are you saying, Carl?
I'm saying 6.
I got a 5.5. Thought he's slightly better than Chiesa because he was more involved.
As Matt likes to say, I just think he did quite a lot of the jinky-majinky stuff, but like it wasn't really coming to anything.
Sure.
I'll probably agree with Cal, 5.5. Yeah, and he's a young buck, man. It's not his fault. Do you know what I'm saying? It ain't his fault. And it was a beautiful turn in the first half. You know, when he did that lovely turn and then he ended up getting dragged back. That was
yeah.
I think that was the only time when I felt like he was, because the number 7 guy defended quite well against him, to be honest. I don't know his name.
I actually think he was better in the second half than he was in the first half before he got the cramp.
You think so?
He is actually beating players in the second half, but then
he moved over to the right side.
Rio had 6 dribbles.
Even when he was on the left-hand side, he beat players, but it was just he had to beat a second player, then a third player.
Yeah. Imagine Rio. I mean, he's saying here, Rio, again, stats is just one thing, it's just stats in it. But say Rio had 6 dribbles and 4 were completed. Still 4 out of 6. That's not too shabby. You consider, like I said, like low block, no one really. Like if Wirtz is there, I promise you, because you know Wirtz is calm if there's all them players there. Like Wirtz don't mind being in them type of space there. Other players are a bit more, let me run away and find space. Wirtz is like, let me get into that chaos. But
I just realized I don't actually think we've got Rio on the board though.
I was thinking that as well, you know.
Yeah, guys, you'll have to imagine. Let me just ask you a quick question. I'm being a little provocative here, but if you go back to 13-14, right, when we're in a position where we didn't really have that much going on for us in terms of transfers and squad or whatever, and that was why we gave the opportunity to Sterling, same age, 17, and he came in and he grabbed it and he was good.
Comparable. Sterling.
Do you think that Rio Ferdinand? Do you not think that Rio Ngomoa has the capability to have that level of an impact on the senior team at that young age the way Sterling did?
No, because he's not better than what Sterling was at that time. I said this though, and I don't even think that's a disrespect.
Oh, so do you think Sterling was a better talent than what Rio is now? Yeah, at that age.
I think people forget just how sick Raheem Sterling was at the same age.
Interesting. What about you, Matt? Would you say Raheem Sterling is levels above Rio at the same age?
No, I think Sterling,
Because remember, we're talking about a Sterling who got to play week in, week out. So what I'm saying is, if Rio was in that situation where the squad was dire and he was actually getting minutes every single game week, do you think his progression would be like what Sterling's was?
It probably would be fast tracked. It's hard to compare to say whether he would have been as good as Sterling, but it definitely would have been fast tracked though. And I think the ability's there. Whether he would have reached that same level that Sterling got, for example, in the 13-14 season, that's a tough question because Sterling was playing with an alien, with Suarez, and still Captain Marvel and Gerrard and man like D Sturgeon. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to say, but that's a very good question. I don't have the answer if I'm being honest. And that's a bit of a cop out, but I don't have the answer.
Sterling was clear. Sterling was clear. Again, no disrespect to Rio. I rate Rio highly, but I think what the difference with the whole Sterling thing, Sterling did actually have a good spell out of the team at one stage, but he worked his way back into the team and then he didn't look back from there. He was outstanding in that 13-14 season. Dare I say, even in the 12-13 season, Sterling really stood up in games when you were like, he's one of the best players on the pitch and he has no right to be. Sterling was ahead of where Rio is right now. No shame in that, because Sterling, in my opinion, for his age, is one of the best players we've seen in Premier League history. When he was a teenager, Sterling was incredible. Incredible. There was he played himself into a title challenging team and was undroppable. He played left, right, and he played in the 10 sometimes as well. There's levels to this, and with all due respect to Rio, I say this because I rate Rio. Sterling was a different animal, completely different animal.
Fair enough. We didn't have much options up front, so he did have a much easier pathway. But
13-14 Sterling starts in this Liverpool team right now.
Over Cody.
Pick someone, he starts in his team.
Do you agree with that, Matt?
Sorry, say that again?
13-14 Sterling starts in this team for Liverpool.
13-14 Sterling.
That's a big statement.
No, it doesn't, because Arnie Slot's in charge. So no.
I like the way you swerved that there.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Slot's gonna be like, nah, you're a youngster. Like, no. But if you're talking about, but all jokes aside, if you're talking about ability, he probably would start ahead of Cody. Probably.
He'd give Salah a run for his money as well.
Raw.
This version of what we've seen from Salah this season, of course he would. Salah hasn't been great this season. I'm not talking about legacy. I'm not talking about Salah in his prime or legacy Salah, but this version of Salah that we're seeing this season. Remember, let's not change history now. Salah hasn't been great this season, and many people have asked for Salah to have been dropped this season for Chiesa or someone else. Sterling would have started in his team. Absolutely. That season, 13-14, by the way, he got 9 goals and 5 assists in 33 Premier League games.
No, he was good that year. He was good. Next player then.
Cody Gakpo.
I dread whenever we've got to talk about Cody now.
I'm just going to go 5. Again, played as a striker, didn't have much to work with. Didn't negatively affect the game, in my opinion.
4 is poor.
Okay.
4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4. I thought he was poor. I'm gonna go 4.
Poor.
Can I not even trying to start anything crazy here? Can I ask you guys why you're going poor or 4?
Because he didn't do anything. What did he do? He's a striker.
I just don't remember him really having any effect at all on the game.
But can I ask you, as a striker, isn't he meant to get service? And he got no service today.
I hear it. I mean, look at the chance he got, though, Cal. Remember when he could have took it with his left foot and then he had to cut back his side, and by the time he done it, the shot's been blocked, and it's like
I hear that, but
he's never beaten the allegations.
I hear that, but he's a striker today. Like, he had no one created anything for him.
No, I get you on that point, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think 4 is harsh.
He was poor though. He didn't do nothing.
I'm gonna stick with 4, but
what did he do? Yeah, that's like I said. He didn't. He
didn't do much, but I don't think he also had the chance to do much. Substitutes. Verts.
Oh,
I mean,
9,
as far as substitute appearances go,
9.5.
9.5.
And he would
Come
have
off
got
the
a 10
bench
if he
and
would.
get us
He would have got a
involved in
10 if he scored that
Yeah, I was
tap in
gonna
as well.
say, yeah,
Yeah.
9.5 for me.
Do you know what it is, guys? Because they were speaking about that chance afterwards. You see, me personally, I think he was just a little bit too nonchalant with it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, lot. Like, I don't think it was because he's crap. I don't think it was because he didn't. Because if you look at the way he tried to caress the ball, it was like, like that kind of a little bit like Soboslai thinking he could just do that back heel. You know that it's only Barnsley. Let me just like training ground thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he should be punished for being lackadaisical or not. Like in terms of like the way we rate him and the way we look at it in that regard, but. Yeah, I just think it was one of them ones. I don't think that was him being like, he ain't got the ability and all that. I just think it was just like, oh, look, here comes the ball. Let me just stroke it into the back of the net. And then, you know what I mean? It just,
Yeah.
If he'd have scored that, it would have been a 10, innit?
Yeah, if he scores that,
100. If he scores that's a 10. Facts.
Yeah, 9.5 for Florian for me. Ekitike, goal and an assist. I'm gonna
He
go
got it's It's a weird one though, because like I didn't notice him until the goal and the assist, which is kind of mad.
But just from a substitute performance standpoint.
No, 100.
Ekitike. So what did you lot give Eka?
9.
9 goal and assist, yeah.
I would have gone 8.5, but I'm not mad at you lot saying 9.
Yeah, I'm not mad at 8.5 either.
Conor Gallagher's going Spurs, just like a nice random. He's going Spurs.
I can't
yeah, we spoke about it. He was gonna. Villa were trying to get him on the loan.
Villa were trying, yeah. Villa agreed a deal today, but yeah, he didn't get the final green light, so he's going Spurs. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's a holler from Conor Gallagher. I would have been Villa. Villa on smoke.
Didn't we literally say that as well? Like,
Villa on smoke. Going Spurs is like you're going.
But
Spurs.
you know what? Do you know why he's probably picked Spurs? Apparently he actually wanted a permanent move, and the Villa one was only a loan, so he knew he'd have to go back to Atletico, and apparently he didn't want that. And the other thing as well, I think he knows that he'll start every week at Tottenham. Let's be real, that Villa midfield so good. He's on the bench. He's not going Villa to play unless they've got like mad injuries. He's going Villa to be on the bench. I think he's betting himself to be in the team that will play every week.
Villa got Europa as well, though, Drew, so he'd have still got minutes.
Villa wouldn't need it. Villa
it.
got had an injury even the other day to not injury, suspension. I feel like he just would have done better at Villa. Like if he went Villa, the Unai Emery can now do the whole, all right then, let me do Onana, Conor Gallagher. Or if my man Onana is not available, you got Conor Gallagher and Kamara. Like it's more.
But Kamara's got a bad injury. Apparently, Kamara's out for about a month.
But you could even go Gallagher in the 10, Morgan on the left, Kamara. And
guys, I agree. Villa was the better move, but I think he's better himself to play week in, week out.
Gallagher,
I want to go Tottenham and play every week. That's what I think he's done anyway. And he will improve Tottenham. He will improve Tottenham. So fair play to Spurs, man. They always get their players stolen off them. They finally stolen a player off another team.
Yeah. Konate.
How long was he on the pitch for? I can't remember.
Decent amount.
Like 20 minutes?
Yeah, enough to get a rating.
Yeah, I'll give him an 8. I thought of what he did do, he was good.
Yeah.
It was good, yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm good with 8 for Konate. No, Konate came on in the 60th minute.
Okay, I didn't even realize.
On the pitch for that long?
It came on the same time as Verts and Ekitike.
Maybe I'm thinking of when Grav came on, because Grav came on quite late, didn't he?
Grav came on 73rd. I'm not going to give one for Trainioni, and he came on the 88th minute. What are we saying for Grav? Barely even saw Grav.
Yeah, I don't even remember him.
I don't remember anything that he done.
Yeah, it's going to go
just
5
a 5 then. It's kind of hard to rate.
Yeah, 5 is cool.
And then the bald head, as you lot like to say. By the way, I'd just like to remind everyone that it's actually an offense now to tease a bald man about his baldness. You will get called into the office, HR. I just want to remind you that. Now, bald lives matter, man. We just get slandered all over the place and nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? So,
Arnish Slot. I'm gonna go 6 for Arnish Slot.
I'm gonna go
No, in fact, I'm going to go
7.
7. Yeah,
I'm gonna go 7.
Yeah. We conceded a goal because Szoboszlai was silly. Although we did concede chances, but we didn't concede goals. I'm going to go 7.
Yeah, okay. I'm all right with it.
No, say what's in your mind, Jeff. I don't think you are right with that.
No, I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. I'm actually just quite surprised. I thought that you lot was going to make me look bad if I went about 6.5, 7, because I thought you lot was only going to give him like a 5. So I thought I was going to be the odd one out.
Yeah, he's still your guy deep down, man.
Look, I'm always going to respect the man. Got me a Premier League, bro. I can't lie. He got me a Premier League. So I'm always going to have respect for him. But I'm on the flat out train though. I'm on the train, bro. You know what I mean? I've sat down. I've got a table chair. I got my laptop out. I'm on the train now. I'm on the train.
Okay. Long distance Liverpool says you guys are lying. If he wins Big Ears, you'll be changed and crying with happiness. No, I wouldn't, man. If we finish 4th still, I wouldn't. Shout out to Stealth. Says congrats on a 40k, Hassan from the ratings. Well, hey, big up yourself, Hassan. Big up yourself. Big up you.
Big up, man.
As well.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Actually, you know, while we're at it, Hassan, we forgot to reach out to you. We need to add Isak to the board, brother. That's we kept forgetting to holler at you about that. Yeah. So
Jay says you're like Chiesa, but we need to be honest. Look, I'm not opposed to seeing Chiesa go, but just get me a proper winger if we're going to do that, or give him a real chance.
Yeah, thanks.
Gaz says, Paul, twist the man up in a phone box, Drift. Yeah, careful, Drift.
You lot are so dirty-minded, man.
But I just wish you'd check your surroundings before you start driving. That's what it is for me. Josh says, X8, Xavi Alonso to Liverpool soon. Individuals won this game, in my opinion. Yeah, I hear it. Sticking with Josh, big up to Gene for letting us know. Happy birthday to Josh as well. We have to drop the beat for this one.
Happy
Josh,
birthday, man.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, my bro.
Consistent helpers on this channel. Josh, hope you and the family are blessed. Have a great day, or had a great day, should I say. And this is for you, brother. Happy birthday. Sorry, finishing some water. Big up yourself, Josh. Big up yourself. Guys, I know we're back tomorrow evening for what would have been the Monday Night Live show, but for the Tuesday Night Live. Drift, Matt, have you guys got anything coming up tomorrow you want to tell the people about?
Yeah, man, we got the big first leg, man. Man City, Newcastle. Make sure you're there, guys, over and big up. Doing a watch along for that one. Be a good game, man. Looking forward to that one. I think these 2 semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, even though Liverpool aren't involved, I think it's real tasty, man. I can't even lie. Real tasty. Newcastle looking to retain their trophy. You know, City obviously trying to win a trophy. Yeah, man. You know, and the Chelsea-Arsenal one, that could probably go either way, really. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what I will say. You see Rafinha, yeah? Big him up. Because he actually has been so convincing in every interview that I've watched. I think he might do a good job there. Now, he might be pulling the wool over my eyes with just bare good talk or whatever, but I'm not going to lie. I'd be quite happy if I was a Chelsea fan at the moment with everything I've heard from what he said. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, he said he wanted to... Have you not watched anything from what he was talking about?
No.
He actually said he wanted to be a manager before he wanted to be a player.
I swear.
This right here is his dream. Being a manager is his dream right here.
No, I hear it. It's just you're at one of the worst places to do that then.
I mean... You know, we'll see. I don't want him to be successful, other than the fact that he's a young English manager. Obviously, you know, I got a shout out to my fellow mixed race people. So, you know what I mean. But he's a Chelsea man now, isn't it? So it's gonna be difficult.
I just think if you want to be a manager, you're the worst environment to do that.
Yeah, don't go Chelsea.
And I said this online, and you just saw the racists come out the woodwork. You know what I mean? So ban all those pussy holes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm not gonna lie. We have to acknowledge the fact that we get very rare opportunities to see black managers in football. Period. I'm even watching the AFCON, and all the managers aren't black. You know what I'm saying? And for the Premier League, this is big. It's big, man. We've had very few black managers in the Premier League. And you know what? That's the one time when I want to say, you know what? Shout out to Chelsea for giving an opportunity to a black manager.
Indeed.
Because there are very, very, very few opportunities given. I mean, even the other day, I saw a black linesman. Guys, why am I astonished? How are we living in a world where I'm like, oh my God, is a linesman black? And I'm actually shocked that there's a black linesman. That's crazy that we live in a world like that still. So you know what? Shout out to Chelsea on that front. I don't like them generally speaking because they're a rival and all the crap or whatever. But for them to give a black man an opportunity, yeah, man, big up Chelsea for that, man. And even though I don't like Chelsea and don't want him to be successful, from his point of view, I wish him all the best. And I really do hope he does well in that regard. So big him up.
100. Yeah, no. Also, yeah, big up to everyone that follows us on Big Up. Obviously, yeah, make sure you join us, you know, because every Liverpool game we do on there, like Drift saying as well, on our personal channels, you'll see the EFL games for me and Drift tomorrow and Wednesday. So make sure you tune into both channels, people. I would appreciate that if you could tune into for the both channels, you get me? But yeah, man, make sure you tune into Big Up. I know there's quite a few of you that's a little bit skeptical, whatever, but all jokes aside, Big Up does have its benefits. In my opinion, it's a bit more interactive. Like there's a few things, it's a bit more, how can I say it? It's a bit more like there's not as many restrictions, shall we say. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, big up, man. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, catch us there tomorrow on our individual channels.
Shout out to Emil Heskey. He says, thoughts on Arsenal taking Thomas Groningen, our old throwing coach. We did an interview with him on Kopish.
Oh, God.
He's going Arsenal.
If Arsenal get him, it's a very smart thing. Very, very smart thing.
Man City took Pep Linders and now them man want to take. All right, cool, say less.
And he literally came out in that interview and was like, I would go back to Liverpool in a heartbeat. So I don't know, man. Jay says the ref tonight.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Shout out as well. The ref was black today as well, man. Yeah, man. Very rare. Very, very rare. Big up, man. And you know what? I'm not even just saying it because you're black. He had a good game. The referee, he had no VAR to save him, and he actually had a good game. We didn't moan about any decision the referee made today. I can remember.
To think, if you got that Sobo penalty decision wrong, we could have been going in 2-2 at one stage.
Yeah, he actually realized Sobo got his foot on the ball. Very true, Cal. Very true. I don't think the referee really made a mistake today. I really don't. Get him in the Prem. People are saying it during the watch along. Him and his linesman done a brilliant job as well. The whole team today, they did a brilliant job. We didn't think the referee or the linesman was involved today. And that means they did their job well. You know what I mean? All these Premier League referees and officials are all over the place. Get these boys in. These boys look like they know what they're doing. These lower level, you know what? These lower level referees are probably having a much more, what would I say? They've got their people are like paying attention to them because it's harder for them to break through and prove themselves. A lot of these men that are in the Premier League, I reckon it's a lot of who you know, bringing me, you know, like a lot of that kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, did they really have to work hard to get there, or was it a bring-in? Because these men are atrocious at their job. Atrocious at their job. It's like getting a job and you lie on your CV and you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, you said you know how to use Premiere Pro, innit? Oh, yeah, edit this real quick. You're just sitting at the desk. You're like, right, I lied on my CV, you know? How the fuck do I do this? You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes like with these referees. They look like they have no clue what they're doing. They're diabolical. Every single week, mistakes. Every single week, wrong decisions. Leaning on VAR and even getting it wrong even when VAR's there to help them. Do you know what I'm saying? How you got stabilizers on your back and you're still falling off? The fuck's going on, bro?
For real.
We got the rest today, man.
We will be back tomorrow, so make sure, as we asked, if you could smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, we'd be greatly appreciative. On the road to 50,000 subscribers now, so if you can, please do subscribe as well if you're new to the channel, and make sure you check out okjerseys.com for football jerseys and much, much more. Boys, always a pleasure. Big up to yourselves as always, and yes, big up to you guys in the chat. Josh, have a fantastic rest of your birthday, bro. And people, until we see you again, stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish around. Take care.
Peace.
Thank you.